Keys, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 5, Episode 2 review. So I trying to switch things up a little bit, different background, different me, new me. Okay, so the beat of the week this week is this really pretty smoky eye. I have like a bronzy shimmer in the middle, a spotlight eye, and then underneath I did a really pretty shimmery green on my lower lash line with a really pretty nude lip. So that is the beat of the week. I hope you all like it. I love it. I feel really Texas, really glamorous, really ATL. This is my ATL wig. I got to give the big curls, big pageant curls for the ATL hoes. So my poll question last week was, are you team Tiara or are you team Tommie? 84% of you said team Tiara. One of you said team Jesus, and I was here for you. So I got some behind the scenes tea on Tiara and Tommie. So if you don't know by now, Tommie has been arrested like 90 million fucking times. And I have some of her mug shots to show you all. Okay, so here are some of her fucking mug shots. This is just the first half of it. Child, that bitch look more homeless than a bitch off the street. Makeup and hair, baby, and a good wig and a good beat will transform a hoe. Child, please. And then I got another one of her batches of mug shots. Here's another batch of her mug shots. Girl, look at this one right here. She looked like she was fresh off of a crack bender. This one right here, the over here. She looked like she was fresh off a good crack bender, honey. She crying in this picture right here. Oh my God, child. Look at her. Look what makeup and a good hairstyle will do for you. Crack is motherfucking whack. Didn't Whitney tell y'all ass? Okay, so here's the background tea on Tommie. This was an insider tip that was sent into famous.com. Okay, it says Karen and Tommie are both frauds. Tommie used to work for Karen doing identity theft. That's how they became friends. Her real name isn't Tommie. Her real name is Atasha Jefferson. She's wanted right now in Minnesota for fraud, for a fraud case she caught with Karen King. She paid for her entire plastic surgery with someone else's money and identity. The doctor who did it in Miami also pressed charges against her for stealing. Um, we never known her to be tough, only when she drinks because she's an alcoholic. Um, she usually gets beat up, gets drunk, talk shit, then gets beat up. Scrap's other ex-girlfriend is the owner of Hair R Us. Her name is Katama, something like that. She beat Tommie ass outside of Platinum 21, which is a strip club. Scrap didn't even really like her. He got a baby by Tiara, this chick named Erica. Her gram is at ebeauty404. He loves those two because they really got money and act like women. He only dealt with Tommie for the show because she's Karen's friends. And also Rashida has a picture of her hanging in press because she scammed Rashida's fucking store. And apparently Rashida is too afraid to confront her. So yeah, Tommie is a fucking identity theft. So anybody on the cast that be around this hoe, hide your purse, hide your wallet around that hoe. Okay, now the T on Tiara. Tiara got a mug shot too, my nigga. Tiara been locked up before too. Here's her fucking mug shot. I don't know what she was locked up for, but she had a $5,000 bond, and this happened in 2010. She says that what she went to jail for, she had nothing to do with, and it was something I guess she was vindicated on or whatever, some bullshit like that is. She further reiterates that Tommie and Karen are both fucking frauds and out here frauding people. What else did she say? That's pretty much it. Both these hoes ain't about shit when it comes to their motherfucking criminal life. Okay, so let's get into my review. So we start off this episode with Tommie. She greets Tiara with the hug and a kiss. I'm like, this fake asshole giving you the motherfucking kiss of death, bitch, and you don't even fucking know it. So Tommie realized that Scrap didn't tell Tiara who she was because she would have had to smack her ass right about now. And I was like, why the fuck are you so mad at this girl when you not mad at this nigga who you the one been fucking with for the last past year that's been leading your ass along? This bitch ain't been the one that's leading your ass on, making you feel like you was the only motherfucking one. Why are you so mad at her? Like, you sound real stupid, bitch. So Tiara tells them what she does for a living. She says that she works for this financial firm and she a bottle bitch at night. So Tommie's like, so when are you a mother? And Tiara looking like, what the fuck you mean when I'm a mother? So she's like, you act like you know my kids or something. She's like, I do, cause I know your baby daddy, and I sit on his dick every motherfucking night. And I was like, what in the fuck is going on? So Tiara says my baby daddy would never fuck with a bitch like me. And so these hoes get to standing up and shit, and they going back and forth. And Tiara, square up or whatever, she throw a little plastic cup at Tommie, and Tommie commenced to beating this girl's ass. I don't know if she had a few drinks on, became the Hulk or something. Since motherfuckers like she say she like to get drunk and fight, but she won that motherfucking fight. She beat the brakes off Tiara, unfortunately. I don't understand why she attacked her once again. Why she mad at this hoe? Maybe because she know that she got scrap heart for real, for real. But that was an unnecessary ass whooping. I feel so sorry for Tiara. She should have beat the dog shit out of her baby daddy after she caught that ass whooping from Tommie. So Rashida and Kirk in their Buckhead apartment, and it's so clear that Rashida is fucking pregnant. I'm like, bitch, stop trying to hide this shit. So they mad because they think that Scrappy sent Mama D to the store. Blah 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 blah. So Tiara visits Scrap and Sass at the studio. This bitch got a broken finger, honey. She got gauzes wrapped around her wrist. She got a sprained wrist and all this type of shit. I feel so bad for the little girl. So she said she did research on Tommie and realized Tommie is a motherfucking wanted motherfucking criminal. God damn it. So Scrap asks her like, damn bitch, what's happened to you? And so she tells her what happened with Tommie and how Tommie says she sits on his dick every night. And his response to that was, that ain't true because I'm with you some nights. Yeah, this is what a nigga will say to you and how a nigga will play the fuck out of you when you allow them to. And so that was a good enough response for her. So she says, how long you been fucking with her? He was like, a year. And so she said, she know about me? Does she know that I hold you down? Bitch, is that really of importance right about now? If you just got your ass bitch and was in motherfucking what's that shit? Unit care or whatever, specialized care overnight, bitch. You sound fucking stupid. You hoes is dumb. So she say, do you have her around my son? And he was like, yeah. And so that's what really set her off. Like the fact that he had his their son around this bitch. So she tries to smack him and he blocks the hit or whatever on some ninja kung fu type shit. And see, she says, you put me in a position where a bitch can run up on me. And I was like, yeah, that was fucked up. You don't put your baby mama in a position where a hoe can run up on her saying any type of shit. I don't give a fuck what type of relationship y'all got. That was fucked up because anything could have happened. One of them could have died. One of them could have got severely hurt outside of a fucking sprained wrist and a fucking fucked up ass finger. So she says, you can't see your son no more. And here we go with that ghetto bullshit. Anytime you get a problem with a man, the hoe want to take their damn son away from them. It ain't the damn kid's fault that you decide to be a dummy and lay on your back for a nigga that you know ain't shit, bitch. So, she tells him that until you leave that bitch alone and tell her that we still together, you ain't gonna see our son. So that made me not like Tiara no more. Team, not your ass. So Mimi is moving again. I swear this bitch got bad credit. Every motherfucker sees this bitch moving to a whole new motherfucking house. This bitch steak house hopping. So she makes it clear that Chris ain't moving in. And I'm like, we know Chris ain't moving in because this ain't a fucking real relationship. Get the fuck out of here. So she says that she's not a lesbian because Chris refers to herself as a man and Mimi refers to herself as a girl. So I'm like, is Chris consider herself transgender because she refers herself as a man? She feels like she was born as a man. I don't know about that whole thing. So can somebody inform me? So Mimi says that she does not eat Chris's pussy because Chris is a touch me not. And a touch me not basically means that Chris does not like her breast or her vagina to be touched because it reminds her that she still has lady parts. And so Chris basically is not here for all of Arian's questions because Arian was the one questioning him about all this shit. And so I was just really confused. I'm like, I know this is a fake ass storyline, but like, Jesus Christ, like Chris is more confused than Caitlyn Jenner. Like, I just don't understand all this shit. Somebody please inform me about what the hell is going on with this old lesbianist, I'm not a girl, I'm a man type bullshit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I mean, you hoes both got vaginas, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. So we're introduced to D. Smith, who is a transgender producer, a mega producer, produced for a lot of A-list music artists, not some old ATL bullshit. So Tammy and Rashida and Mimi go to this fashion show that the BAM is in, as well as D. Smith. And the Bam, if you don't know, and Tammy are really good girlfriends. Like outside the show, like the Bambi always has Tammy's daughter. Like they're really good friends. So Tammy wants D Smith to model her swimwear. And so after the fashion show, D Smith meets up with this bitch named Betty Idol, some annoying Carly Red wannabe. I mean, she's way more annoying than Carly Red. Like, I cannot stand this hoe. And come to find out, Betty and Scrappy like each other and they've been fucking around on the low. So Betty didn't come to the fashion show because she didn't want to run into the band. Yeah, but you ain't want to get them hands. You ain't want to get knocked upside your big ass forehead. So Betty tells D Smith that Scrappy wants her on the hook of his song and that they've been kicking it. And D Smith, like the rest of us, is not here for this foolishness. So she says that the band blows up Scrappy's phone all the time, and that they had a video together the band made him take down. I'm like, the fact that he took that shit down lets you know that him and her still got some type of dealings with each other, and that where his heart belongs to her, that he's allowing his ex-girlfriend to dictate what the fuck he do with you. So your ass is stupid for continuing to fuck with this nigga. So Betty tells D Smith about Waka Flocka not liking gay people, and that she feels like Tammy must feel the same way too. And I was like, you cannot group them together just because they married. Tammy's best friend is Santiago, the Instagram star, and they're motherfucking best friends. And he is always in Tammy's house, staying over there with her and Waka. So you cannot say that. Shut your dumb ass up. So Karen meets up with Tommie, and Tommie tells her about Tiara and about the fight. Karen said she didn't intend for them to fight. I'm like, bitch, yes the fuck you did. You enjoyed every fucking moment of that fucking fight. This is what you did. You know Tommie's fucking stupid and weak and wants to be your mini-me, goddammit. And you know you can control her and make her do whatever the fuck you want her to do. You have her doing your bidding so your fucking son won't get mad at your ass. So Karen goes on to say that she went on a run after her and her sons kidnapped their father. That's all over the news as well. As you can see her mugshot. She looked a crusty ass mess. So Tiara, she said, snitched on her to the police, and that's how she got caught. Karen tells Tommie to call Scrap so they can make up, and Tommie goes along with it. So Scrappy is having a Grussel Game model call. I don't know who the fuck want to model for a nigga that can't say beautiful. This nigga stay saying beautiful, beautiful, beautiful model. Oh my god, I cannot. So Young Jock has agreed to go into business with him. Young Jock asks Scrappy's assistant Taylor out. She don't really want to mix business with pleasure, but goes ahead and give him her number anyway. So Kirk shows up to the event looking like a fucking traffic signal. I don't know who in the fuck styled this nigga and who told him that old crisscross jump, jump, Mac Daddy make it jump, jump, crisscross to make it jump, jump, outfit was the business, because it was not, nigga. So he asked Mama D what happened at the store, and Scrappy is shocked that she went because he told her not to. Kirk realized that Scrappy didn't send her, and so him and Scrappy talk about everything, and Scrappy tells him that he was mad because he didn't show up to court for him. And Kirk says that he told him that they might have to go shoot Rosewood, the show with Rashida or whatever, because Rashida, guest starred on the show. So Scrappy says, he was mad because if they weren't gonna come, they could have at least called and told him that they weren't going to show up. So what else? Kirk says that Rashida and Erica are cool, so they really didn't want to have nothing to do with this whole thing. But Scrap's whole thing is that, nigga, you knew me before you even knew fucking Erica, and if you didn't want to be involved in it, you should just told me that from the beginning and kept it pushing. And I'm 100% team Scrappy with this, because if they didn't want to fucking do it, they could have just said that shit. So Tammy meets up with D Smith, and D Smith wants to confront her about Waka's views on transgender people. So she tells Tammy about her transitioning, and Tammy is shocked because she did not know that she was a man transitioning into being a woman. So she's shocked that Tammy wants to still work with her after she tells her this, and that she's so open to her story and her lifestyle. So she asks about her thoughts on Waka's radio interview, and Tammy says that Waka had an issue with Caitlyn Jenner's choice to come out and how being trans affects children. So D. Smith feels that parents should educate their children on such topics, which I agree with. But everybody chooses to handle things differently as a parent. You will understand that if you have fucking kids. So Tommy blames Scrap on her fighting Tiara in the club. I'm like, how is this Scrappy's fault or Scrap's fault when you started all this shit, bitch? You the one who put this whole thing into motion. You can't blame this nigga for being a nigga. Shit. So Scrap feels like he gotta do what he gotta do in order to see his son. So she didn't want none of the flowers that he brought over to her house. She don't believe none of this nigga lies. He says he ain't come over there to fight, and she needs some time to really think about it. And so this bitch all of a sudden fake cries like, well, let me walk you to the door then, because if this is how you gonna fucking do me. And he looking at this bitch like, bitch, you crazy for real. I thought we were just fronting for the cameras, but bitch, you crazy. And so she asks, is he still fucking Tiara? He says yes. And he asks that they all sit down together so he can see his son. And she asks, do you love me? And he says, I mean, let my actions do the talking, bitch. You just asked me that last fucking episode and I told you. I didn't give you an answer then. I'm like, this nigga stay giving this bitch niggerish ass answers to her questions and she falls for it every fucking time. Like, this nigga ain't shit. Like, oh my God. He can't even tell you he love you because he done fucking don't. And him judging by his actions, bitch, that should really tell you he don't fucking love your dumb ass. So Tammy, Betty, and D. Smith beat up the talk, and D. Smith says that Tammy has been blowing up her phone to model. I'm like, really, bitch? I don't really think that girl was blowing up your phone. Stop it. So D. Smith wants Betty to meet with Tammy so she can model for her instead. And I'm like, see, D. Smith, you being messy because you already know Betty don't like Tammy or Bam. So why are you fucking trying to make these two bitches meet? So you know they gonna get into it. So now I don't like your little ass. I don't like you. You messy bitch. So Betty feels like Tammy is talentless. And Betty gets mad when Tammy brings up the Bam's name. Even though Tammy don't even know that she got beef with the Bam. So Waka feels like if D. Smith is a good person, that Tammy and D. Smith should go ahead and work with each other, and she reveals that to D. Smith. So Betty brings up the whole radio interview, and Tammy says that his views hasn't changed, but you know that you can't, bunch me in with that as well. So Betty doesn't see the relevance of Tammy, and they go back and forth and shit, and they just going back and forth, sending digs at each other. And then Tammy gets fed up and finally picks up a glass and tries to slap that bitch in her mouth with it. And I was like, hallelujah, shut that dumb asshole up, because I cannot deal with this bitch. I give tonight's episode A+. It was everything and fucking more. I loved it. Poll question for tonight. Should Tammy be judged by Waka Flocka's views? Let me know. Yes or no. Right up here in the poll questions right above me. Let me know your thoughts on tonight's episode down in the comment section. Make sure to like and subscribe and share. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button, you guys. Make sure to do the poll. And I love you all so much. And thank you all for watching this review video. I hope you have a great, wonderful, and blessed week. Be safe, be beat, be wonderful, be beautiful, be loved, be light. Yes, I'm feeling really pretty today. I hope you all like this beat. I do. Yes, I love this wig. This is my Mackenzie wig. I have a full review of this wig up under my wig playlist if you want to take a look at it. Very pageant girl-esque. I love it. Love you all. Have a great night. Bye. Oh, let me give y'all a close-up look of my makeup. Let me really get in here. You see that? Yes. Okay, love y'all.